Yes, friends, in this video, we have to discuss with some functionality of pivot table. Also, we have a how to work with data also. So how it is work from the data, we can do this data. So now in this video, we want to discuss with this one. It's a name of the code, PAN, name, new code, salary, DA, HRA. If it is applicable from loan in a banking sector, you know about some person is applicable from the loan, some person is not applicable from the loan. Net salary, department, years. This is all are the field physical. Now we want to discuss with the this is a name with a code. Name with a code is compulsory attend. This is last letter is your code, for example. So how we will find out the last letter of this data? We will find out this last letter of data. We will find out the right. We can do on the small level. We can do on the small data. If we will write functionality, if we will lab functionality, so we have to clear idea. Now PAN, we will find out the PAN number on the basis of this. Now you have to see here, this is a lap C2, C2 lap value, length of the C2 minus 1. Minus 1 is the only for one character. We have already discussed with this one. Also, we will discuss the, but how we will use for the big data. So we want to first clear about the big data. So any big data is coming, so we have no any doubt, no any fear how much data is coming and how the data is working. This is first is length of this one. Length, if it is for example 15 value, 15 minus 1, this is only for 14 value, and 14 and length or left side of the 14 it will be value. Account code, concat this account code, name of the code and this values. This is a new code we will concat. This is a name of the code and concat this value. So we will new code. B salary is a basic salary. This one, DA, HRA, others, right? If it is loan amount, for example, in a bank, you know about the bank rules. If your salary is greater than this one, then you have to give the loan. If your salary is not greater than this one, you not put out the loan. For example, if your basic salary is greater than 25,000, you have to eligible from loan. Otherwise, else you don't want to eligible from the loan. Now the loan amount. If the basic salary is greater than 25,000, then the loan amount is a, I think so you have to 1 lakh is a loan amount. Otherwise, else, sorry, you have no loan amount. This is a 1,50,000. You have to put out the value on the basis of this one. This is a if salary, if condition. Here is a loan amount. This is a not eligible person because basic salary is less than 25,000. So have no any loan amount. Installment. Installment here is a PMT. 12% PMT function we will discuss in the data table. So installment is a payment function. You know about the payment method. Now in the installment method, you can see here PMT 12%, 12 and M2. M2 is what? Your loan amount. What do you mean by the PMT function? We will find out here the PMT. PMT first is it will be find out the rate. Rate is your 12%, for example. 12%, 12 and PR it's a number of month and presence value is particular presence value on the basis of this one. PMT 12 M3. Why it is not? Because this person is not eligible from the loan. If this is message is numeric, otherwise else you can point out this value and this value. This is automatically value error. If it is value error, then we will convert the is an or if error value. So it will be error value. Provisional tech it will be find out. And this is called a multiple if value. If is basic salary is less than 25,000, then the provisional tax is 100. Because if the salary is less than 25,000, this is 100. Is less than 30,000, this is 200. Otherwise, as 300, right? This is 300, this is 200, and so on. 25,000, 30,000, 200. Otherwise, as 100 value. It's a coming. Net salary. Net salary is what? Ultimately, net salary is basic salary, DA, HR, and others. This is called as a net salary. And 2 is minus. This is installment is minus because the first installment he pay. Installment value. If you taking any loan, you put out the some installment. So installment value is your minus this value. So this is your net salary. Yes, this is your net salary. N2 is minus, installment is minus because you have to taking a loan. So installment is minus. You put you taking a loan from your office at that time. You this one value is your minus. This is net salary. This is account department, finance department. You know about this value. This is called data validation, and this is called the year. So now there are lots of function, if function, left function, right function, all the function. This is used in a one place. So you have to clear idea about this one. So we have to put all the data in a one place at that time we want to use this data. So we can clear idea about the one place to another place. So some places we have to do that. Why we use the lab function? We cannot use. Why we use in lab function? We will use, yes, at that place we will use the lab function. In a small case we cannot idea about the why we use the lab function. But when we have a big data, big value, we have to find out this value. On the basis of this one, we have to find out the particular lab function. New code, concat this function is account. Account is what? Q2. You know about the Q2. This is account, department, and code. According to department, its code is changing. For example, here is a finance, then code is 9, finance code 9. This is your code. Particular member code number is available. So you have to clear idea about the code and data. Now we want to find out the depreciation on assets. This is depreciation on assets. For example, you have machine, you have furniture, you have office equipment, you have vehicles, you have buildings. This is the amount, useful life, and average life. What is called a depreciation? This is called a SLN. Cost, salvage, and life. Cost is required. Salvage, it's this value of the end of the depreciation. This is sometimes called the salvage value of assets and salvage. Cost, this is value, salvage value, and the year of useful life. For example, cost is 30,000. Depreciation value, end of the depreciation value, this is 7500, and the year of the useful life is 10. Then the value is 2250. That is your salvage life. Now you can use this salvage life. Cost amount is this one. Salvage and useful life is this one. Now you can use this value for SLN. If the value amount is 5,40,000, then the SLN value depreciation method, this is 1066. SLN value is available, then SYD value is also available. Cost salvage life, SYD is also available. For example, why we use the SYD? Year of the depreciation, sum of the year depreciation, cost, salvage, life, required period, use the same unit as the life. This is a formula of the SYD. For initial cost is 30,000. Salvage value is 7500. End of the depreciation value. Useful life is 10. Right? Year of the depreciation allowed of the first year is a 4909. If the 10 years, this is 10. For example, 1 to 10 years, we will find out 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now we will find out SYD. Furniture value is cost value. Five. So C4, E4, D4, and C12. C4 is fixed, E4 is fixed, D4 is fixed. first year, second year, and 7 years. This is number error because this value is not find out on the basis of this one. This is first year, this is second year, this is third year, this is fourth year, this is fifth year. This is last value. So sixth value is not find out of the SYP. So make sure that perfect formula you will use for the depreciation. So we will use the depreciation of this value. For example, if I am using DB, cost average life periods, this fourth parameter, and month also. Month is the optional. The number of the month of the first year is, if the month is omitted, then assume the 12 months. For example, initial cost is average life, lifetime in a year is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 value. This is all are the value. 7th month is calculated. Here is a 7th month, second year 7 month, third year 7 month, fourth year 7 month, and here is a 7th year with only 5 months is calculated, because when we down this value, then value will be upgraded this value. So the in this value we will also calculate the month value also. It's called DB. It's called as a depreciation based assets value. So it is called DB function. Then we will use the DDB function, cost average life period and factor. Factor is the optional value. Cost average life. This is all are the cost average life. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. This is all are the year value. So we will find out this value. First year depreciation is automatically called as 365 and 1. Second year double decline method. It's a double decline method. Double decline balancing method. Some method you will specify. Cost average life period and factor. Factor is for 2 when we are not specify the factor value. So it's by default the value is 2. So at that time we have to find out the value. On the basis of this one, we can find out the easily for this value. Now we will use this value DDB. We can give the argument, so we can easily find out the DDB value. DDB, DB. We can double decline method. This is DB is a single decline method. You can use the DDB, DB also on this method also. Okay. So here we will calculate the first decline, second decline, third decline method. Now it's evaluate the formula for SLN, this value and this value. So it will be easily error checking for it. If it is error checking or not, show the calculation step. If it is error, then why it is error. For example, here is an error. Show the calculation step. It is evaluate the step, then number of formula. Add it in formula bar. This is add it, resume. If it is error, show the calculation step, help on this error. If I am helping on this error, then it will be correct the number error. Why it is number error? This is called numeric error. It is not considered as a numeric value, so it will be considered as an error. Option command, here is the optional. We will use this option command, resume this value. Ignore error, it is if it is this error is completely for entire sheet, this is ignore. Number value is a ignore value. Here is you can see this is a error is considered as a green sign, so it will be calculate the error. Show formula is a formula. In which one places you can use the any formula. For example, if I am going from salary data, at that time show formula. Code, the show formula. Name, that is show formula. And how places you will be use the formula. All the formula is coming from yourself. So if it is you can show only the formula, which formula is using in this parameter, so you can use this formula bar. So it is called as a show formula. This is all are the formula. We can use this formula on the basis of this one. DA, HRA, loan amount, installment, professional tax, net salary, department, year. This is all are the formula. On the formula basis, we want to find out the particular value. If I'm going from the downside, we want to confuse that, then yes, you know about that. We want to use the name manager, sorry, we want to use the for we want to use this review tab, view tab, and we want to use the free span on the top row. So all the data is freeze, and now you can see your data on the particular places. So you have to clear idea about the free span. So you have to do this, the free span. So make sure that Crispin, now when you are not showing the particular formula, which formula you can use this, so you can do this one. So you have to not show the particular formula on this places. Okay. Now formula is clear and data value is now clear from your side. Now we want to do the particular value. This value is a trace presets value. You can see the presets value. Presets value is 9 and finance. Finance, this is presets value. This all are the presets. Preset, it's mean that output come. Which one places the output is come. This is called as a presets value. Then remove arrow. Arrow is removed. Now it is dependent value. For example, here is a dependent value of the anyone place. Basic salary is dependent. So this is called dependent value. Here it will be dependent from coming from this one side, basic salary. Basic salary. Basic salary is dependent from the HRA loan value. You can see here the loan value will be dependent. It will be depend. Remove arrow. We will use this value. Basic salary is this one, loan amount. Then installment, we will use this value. If the installment, then it will be used. Net salary, it will be used. For example, I will put out this value dependency, 9 value dependency. This 9 value dependency for finance, 9. So it will be called as a dependent value, and this is called as a particular presets value. So now you have to clear idea about the presets and dependence value. So you have to know about the presets and dependence value. For example, it's a dependent value. This value is used for the VLOOKUP also. Then if I'm going to here, then okay, and you can see here finance 9 value will be used here. So in a other sheet, if it is used that functionality, then we can use this functionality on this basis. So if it is dependency on other sheet also, then you can also show the other sheet on the basis of this one. If I'm remove the error will be removed now. If I'm watch now, the watching window is available here, so we can watching the value on the particular basis on the particular formula. Every places we have to watch the value, so we can watch the every value on the every places. If we will match this value, we will put out this value on the this basis. So we have to clear about the idea about this one. So we have to match the value on the particular basic salary value, DA, HRA, others, and loan value. So if it is loan value, it's dependent of the other value. So if I'm clicking on this one, so your value, uh, this value is a dependent value on the this particular file. So make sure that all other value will be dependent on other value. So now you have to clear idea about trace dependency, trace presets value, show formula, financial function, SLN, SYD, all that functionality. We have to clear idea about this one. If any places for code, for example, now we want to use the particular data, error checking on all this, we will have to clear this functionality. Now we go for the equation parts, and we want to any equation, header, footer, text box, word art, signature line, object here. For example, header and footer is a pre-span mode, so we have to not go for the header and footer on particular basis. So now we have to complete the data with this. Here is a header and footer file. we want to show the header and footer, page number, number places, go to footer places. We want to use these places. If I want to particularly not giving the header and footer, then if I am first going from the view tab and freeze line we on the this freeze span option, do not freeze span value. This is our big data, so data converting to the different part. If we have some small data, for example here, and insert and point to header part. Yes, this is a data from employee. You put out this value. If you put out the header part, page number, if you add the any footer part, if you add the page number, number of page, current date and time, current time. Now you have to show that this is employee 16. This is a particular your timing. If the some space in between that, so we have to add some space here, date and time. Then we want to add some space. This is employee page and operator is not here, so we have to not idea about this one. So insert, then we want to header and footer. So this one is for deleted. If I am adding the current time, you can see here current date and time is here. Then if you want to use on designing tab, then go for the current time is here, current time. So you have to do the current time also. If you want to add some footer part also, date and time. If the footer part, you can add the footer part. Here it is a footer part. You have to add something from the designing tab. You have to add the page number, number of pages here. You want to add this page number, number of total page here, 11. 11, it's a one of one page. That's why it will be considered as a 11. If I am putting only for file path, path of the file. If I'm putting a part of the file, C drive, download and path of the file here. So we have to only find out the path of the path. It will be find out. If you find out the picture also, if I'm going from the screenshot, then if I'm putting from the screen pictures, then I want to put this pictures, but this picture is not set because this is yes, this pictures is set on the background, I thought. So it will be setting on the background also. So we want to use this background. If you go to footer, if you only use the first page also, if only use the first page also, if different from odd and even page, then odd and even page, this is also from the different from odd and even page. So you have to different idea about this one. If I want to add the sheet name only, because different sheets, so we have to not idea about the sheet name. So now you can see here the tab functionality, and sheet name. Sheet name functionality is also available from when you put the data on the sheet. If I'm go for the insert and the header part and footer parts, file name, here is a fill data width is very big, so we want to use this file name also. We want to add if it is a footer part. If it is, I think so picture is added, so it will be not a particular show in this file. We will want to use the header file and the footer file here, header file and footer file here, sheet name and This is financial formula. This is file name. So it will be used this file name. Now we will use the file path. Then we will use this file path. This is called as a file path. Sheet name is available. So now you can see here the sheet name. This is financial formula. So heading and footer part, this is also important, but whenever you are in double click on the header part, at that time you have to click on this footer part also. So we have to do this formula. So pictures part is also file path, that is a best option. So we have to clear about the path. When we click on this, we have to double click. When we click on the background part, when double click on the background part, when we go for the header part, you have to double click on the header part also. So you have to clear idea about this one, why we click the header part, why we click the footer part. So we have to use this functionality on the basis of this one. So now we will convert to the particular file into this file. If you put all the data on the single web page, then you can use this, track this functionality. So on a web page, it will be shown. If I am using this header part, then you can see that this is the only one page, it will be converted. Now one big page, this is converted. So one header file, we will use not a header file in a, your file is separate under two format. It will be separate on the different from first page. Header part, it is available on the first page also, or even it's in that 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. This all are the different pages. This is available from your side. So friends, now you have to clear idea about header, footer, SLN, SYD, DB, DDB. This is all as the depreciation method. But yes, in the all the stage only for different from the parameter. Nothing else is different. All other value will be same as it is value. It will be follow on the difference is only for that. SLN for the depreciation, straight line method, SYD, DB, decline method, decline based method, double decline method. You can use the double decline method also. So you can put the both the value in the both the place. You can put out this value in the any places. You have to do this place on the value. This is PV presence value, future value, FV value. This is all are the future value. Here you can see that the PPT value. This is FV. FV is the future value, future rate value. This is future value. K5 and this is a year FV value. So here we will FV schedule is checked. For example, FV schedule. For example, if I am checking FV schedule, FV schedule, future values, principals and schedules. If the principal is required, schedule is required. Here you can see that the principal and schedule. If it is a principal value is 1 lakh values and 1 lakh value and K5 to 2001, 2000, 2000, 2001 and 2002 value. This is all are the future value, and this is a future value calculation about the depreciation this value. So make sure that this value is about from this future value divided by FP value, future schedule value, we can find out this value. Okay friends, in the next video we will do for the next thing. Okay, thank you friends.